49. Alright, this is a big deal for us. Alright, today. What page did we say? Page 49, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to learn about the past of be. Past of be. Where in this room can I find the be verbs? Where are those be verbs? Right over here. Remember this poster?
On that side.
Right? Okay. So we've already talked about am and are and is, right? But these are what I call the present tense, right? Like today is, what day is today?
Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. Today is not Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, right? That's the present tense, right? But if I talk about yesterday, I'm not going to say yesterday is Tuesday.
No.
What am I going to say?
Yesterday was.
Yeah, so you know it already, right? So right now we're going to talk about the past tense of the verbs, right? So we're going to use these words, was and were. Not where, but were.
Where.
Let's practice the pronunciation. Was,
were.
What's this one?
Was.
Were. Make sure I'm hearing a lot of where. It's not where, but were. Watch my lips. Were. Were. Now you can say, like yesterday I was not here,
You
right?
wasn't there.
You wasn't.
You wasn't.
You wasn't. Let me check that. You were not here,
Oh, you
right?
weren't.
So you might say to me, "Where were you?" Try that with me.
Where
were you? Try it again.
Where
were you? One more time. Where were you? I was at home.
You wasn't.
I was at home. You was? No, you were. I was at home. You were at home. You cannot say you was. It is bad grammar, right? So I was, you were. We're okay? Right. So we're talking about the past tense of be, right? Let's see what you remember. Okay, this is all on that poster, but no cheating, right? So if I say I was, right? Okay. What other go with was, right? So he was, right? She was, and one more, it was, okay? Then the others are with were, right? So you were. We were. They
were.
So one way that you can remember this, let me change markers. Oops. Okay. If I talk about I, how many people am I?
You.
How many people am I? One, right? How about he?
One.
How about she?
One.
How about it?
One.
Just one, right? So if it's singular, right? Was, right? But if I talk about you could be just one person, or it could be you, right? Okay, so it can be plural, right? So we're.
You say can be.
How about we?
Oh.
And how about they?
Oh.
Right?
They.
Did you have a question about you?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay. What's your
You
question?
say you say you it's one person, right? But you say
It's both. It's both. So if I'm only talking to you, I can say, how are you? Right? But I can say, hi everyone, how are you? Right? Right? So it really depends on the context. Okay? So you can be singular. It can be plural. But is it ever okay to say you was?
No.
No. Always, always, always you were.
were.
You were.
I would
If
say
I'm
that.
using the past tense. Okay? All right. So we have a little dialogue with Kathy and Amanda, and Kathy and Amanda, and Kathy and Amanda, right? Would you like to be Kathy?
Yeah.
All right, and I need someone else to be Amanda.
I'm okay.
Amanda, all right. Amanda is not a man, but that's okay, right?
Amanda.
All right. Okay, go ahead, Kathy.
Hello.
Oh, by the way, you're on the phone. Hello, ring, ring.
Should I say my name?
Yeah.
Hi, Amanda. How's it going?
Okay, wait, stop. Everyone say it. How's it going?
How's it going?
How's it going?
How is it going?
That was terrible. Let's try that again. How's it going? Try it again. How's it going? What does how's it going mean?
How life going?
What's up? How are you? How's it going? How's it going? Okay, and then Amanda says?
I were at your house last night. But you weren't there or when you asked me.
Actually, I wasn't there. I was home last night. I was at the movie.
When you alone.
How come no? I was.
Oh, wait, it's no. No.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. I was with someone after the movie was late.
Hang on. I was with
With,
someone.
yeah.
Someone, okay, continue.
I was with.
The
Oh,
movie
no,
was?
I was with someone. The movie was late. Very exactly in the time too.
Really? What movie was it?
Frankenstein's uncle.
Frankenstein.
Alright, so Kathy was out with some, listen please, because I think you may have missed this. She was out with someone.
Yeah.
Does she want to tell Amanda who she was with?
No. Both women? Same?
Maybe, but it's a secret.
Yeah, but
It's a secret. It's a big secret, right? Okay, so we see things like, hey, Josh and I were. Why not Josh and I was? I thought it was I was, right? I was. Right? Why does it say Josh and I were?
We.
It's we, right? So anytime it's someone and someone else, right? So Josh and I. It's the same thing as we, right?
But they show us this on the paper there too.
It's two people. Absolutely, right? Anytime it's two people or more, it's going to be we. And if we're using the past tense, it's going to be were. Okay? Let's work on the pronunciation. So if I make it negative, you weren't. Everyone say that. Weren't. Weren't. Again? Weren't. So a lot of students will say you weren't. It's not weren't, it's weren't. Weren't. Okay? And let's work on this word. I wasn't. I wasn't, right? So I was, make it negative, I wasn't. All right, next page, please. Next page, please. All right, let's work on the pronunciation. Alone.
Alone.
Again, alone.
Alone.
Good. Asleep.
Asleep.
Funny.
Funny.
Exciting.
Exciting.
Okay, what is funny?
What's the word?
Right? Good. What is exciting?
I excited to see you.
No.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember last week? Did anything exciting happen in this class?
Yeah, the cat. The kite.
Remember there was that cat that ran in the classroom and he was up here and at one point I think he fell down and so all of you were up on the seats, right? That was very exciting.
Yeah.
Was it funny too?
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, right? Hi Kathy, this is Amanda. Say that.
Hi,
Kathy.
Kathy.
Good. Hi Amanda. How's it going?
Hi, Amanda. How's it going?
Let's try that again. Hi Amanda. How's it going?
Hi, Amanda.
How's it going?
Good. Fine.
Fine.
Good. Now look at the next one. We were at your house. Let me say you repeat. Ready? We were at your house last night, but you weren't there. Go.
We
were at your house last night, but you weren't there. You weren't there. You weren't there. Good. Actually, I wasn't at home last night. I was at the movies. Go. Actually, I wasn't at home last night. I was at the movies. Okay. All right.
What are you doing?
Okay. Let's look at where it says working together. Do you see where it says A? It says, were you at blah, blah, blah? Blah, blah, blah. So we can say, were you at school yesterday?
No.
Were you at school yesterday?
Yes.
If you ask me, you already know the answer, right? You wasn't.
You
Wait,
wasn't.
You wasn't? Wait, let me check you.
You weren't.
You weren't, right? You weren't. You got to get that in your brain, right? Okay. So if you ask me, Mr. Lang, were you at school yesterday?
You
What do I say?
You
No, I wasn't. I was at. Where was I? I was at home. Right? Good. Okay. Or if I'm talking to someone that I work with, I can say, were you at work yesterday? No, I wasn't. I was at. I was at home. I was at a concert. I was at a game. Okay. And then we can say, well, what movie or what concert, what game? Right? And then the person can answer the name of the movie, the name of the concert, right? How about this one? Say this with me. How was it? How was it? Right? It was. All right. And then we have all these adjectives. It was great. It was pretty good. It was pretty bad. It was awful. What is awful?
Something about.
Terrible. Okay, look at the next page, page 51. Page 51. All right, we have was and we have were. If I talk about was, is it singular or is it plural?
Singular.
Yeah, was and were.
It's singular.
Singular, right? So I was, right? So the person says, I was at the movie last night. He was at home. She was at the gym. It was hot, right? Okay. But if I talk about were, singular or plural?
Singular.
Plural. Except for if I use you in the singular sense, right? Okay, so we were at a birthday party. yesterday. You were wonderful in the play. You and Ryan were both wonderful. They were at the soccer game. What is wonderful?
That's something beautiful.
Beautiful, more like amazing, whoa, right? Now do you see, we can make it negative too. So we can just add not, so I was not, right? So we can put was and not together, right? You can add not together, right? And so it's gonna make it, we change markers. So I can put was not together, or it can be
Were not.
wasn't, right? I can put were and not together. It's gonna be
Were not.
weren't. Okay? So you can look through the examples. I was not at home last night. He wasn't at a movie. She wasn't at the library. It wasn't cold yesterday. We were not at home last night. You weren't in class yesterday. Why not? They weren't at the library yesterday. Now look at the questions. The questions were just the same as those to be verbs in the present tense, right? So I can say to you, for example, instead of you are a student in the present tense, I say what? Are you, right?
Are you?
Are you? Are you a student? Are you a student, right? But it works the same thing, the same way. The past tense, thank you. Oh, okay. Right. So if you're talking to me about yesterday, I could say, were you? If it's a question, right? Were you at school yesterday? So were you or was you?
Were you?
Were you? Were you at school yesterday? Right?
Yes, I was.
Yes, I was. Okay. So look at their questions, right? Was I right? Was he at home? Was she at the game? Was it cold yesterday? Were we right? Were you at home, right? So we're starting with those to be verbs, right?
Where?
We were. Make sure we say we were. We were. So not where, but were.
Oh, we say I can say we was.
Who says we was?
Yeah, that's good.
Never say we was. Never, ever, ever.
Maybe you didn't.
Never say it. Any day of the week, even on Christmas Day, don't say we was. Okay, promise? Okay. Look at how they do the short answers, right? It's always how many words?
2.
Yes, you were. How many words is that? Yes,
2.
you were.
3.
3 words, right? Yes, he was. Yes,
3.
she was. Yes, it was. Yes, you were. Yes, I was, right? Even if it's negative, it's always 1, 2, 3 words, right? No, you weren't. No, he wasn't. No, she wasn't, right? No, it wasn't. No, you weren't. No, I wasn't, right? Let's skip the examples. Let's go right to part 1, right? You guys can write these. Look at part 1. We wasn't. Is it okay to say we wasn't?
No.
No. All right, so we're looking at page 52. Okay, and we're going to do a little bit of matching. So what they want us to do is circle the subjects and underline the past forms of be, then match these questions and answers. So number 1, they've underlined the be verb, right? They've circled the subject.
Were you at home?
Right? And look at D. No, I wasn't. I was at a concert, right? So that one's D. But look at what D says. No, I wasn't.
I was at the movie.
What is this word?
Concert.
At a concert. What's a concert?
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 No, concert is like.
Oh, like when you're sick? That's
Yeah.
cancer.
Oh, that's
Very
concert.
different. Very different. So a concert
Concert.
is when a musician, someone who can play music,
Oh,
play,
concert.
they play instruments, they sing,
concert.
right?
I
Concert.
think that was on the
Concert.
stadium.
In the French is concert.
Okay, well, I guess it is in English too, right? So yeah, it wouldn't make sense to say I was at cancer, right? That doesn't really make sense, right? So that's how you know it's not cancer, right? So concert is like a music band or a singer performs, right? So I've got I as my what? Subject, right? So I'm going to circle I, right? This is in D, right? Okay, and then I've got my to be verb, was, right? And then we're going to circle I, underline the to be verb, right? Let's do number 2 together. It says, was he in class yesterday? Was he in class yesterday?
No.
Right? So which part do I underline?
He.
Well, was is going to be underlined, right? He is going to be circled, right?
Oh, the first one was?
Yeah. Give me a marker, right? So was he in class yesterday? And we're going to say, which one goes with he?
E.
Yeah, E.
E.
E says, oh, that's much better. No, he
Was sick.
he was sick. So in E, we're going to circle he.
He was.
Underline was or wasn't, right? Circle he. Underline was. Did I do that right?
Well, the
Male. Underline the past forms of be and their subjects. Okay. So it says, Judy, you see the email? Judy,
Yeah.
you didn't call me last night. Where were you? So they want us to underline the past forms of be, right? So if I say, where were you? Okay, right? So I'm underlining this part. This is my past form of be, right? And it said the subject. Which one is the subject? Where or you?
You.
You.
Where?
You. Right? They go together, right? You were you, right? Let's do one more. Were you out? Which part?
You.
You? How about were?
Where? Yeah.
Were you? Okay. So I want you to do the rest of this. That's part B. Part 2. Okay. On the next page, page 53. Okay, we're using was, wasn't, were, or weren't. So it says, in the first one, was Joan in class yesterday morning? Should it be was or should it be were Joan? Was Joan or were Joan?
Were Joan.
Were Joan?
No.
It's Joan, by the way, not John, but Joan.
Julie or
Oh, what does it say?
Joan.
It says Joan, right?
Yeah.
Joan. Do you agree that Joan is either he or she?
It's he.
Is he, but they put she.
The pool.
Actually, you guys are very confused. Joan is a girl's name.
What?
John, I'll write it down in a second.
Maybe more
But even if you're confused, it should be was, right?
Yeah.
So it should be was she, right? Was he, right? So even if you don't know, is that a boy's name or a girl's name?
There is
Right?
John and the Johanny. John
I mean-
and the Johanny.
Well, church.
Yeah, that's girl and that's boy.
Alright, real quick. Joan is a
Girl.
girl, right? John is a
Boy.
okay, right? But it doesn't really matter with this,
John.
because if it's a boy, if it's a girl, if it's singular, we're going to use was, right? So we're saying was Joan. Okay. So was Joan in class yesterday morning? Yes, she what?
Was. She was.
Yes, she was. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Yes, she was, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And then so yes, she was. Let me do one more with you. Blank you at home last night. Blank you at home last night. Was you, were you? Let's check. Let's check. Let's check. Were you? Not where you, but watch my lips. Were you? Nah. Were you? Were you? Okay. So you're going to do part 2. Look at part 3. Part 3. It says, look at the pictures. Where were these people last night? Complete the sentences. Use was or were. Okay. Last night, Tim and Jessica were at the movies. Or you can do that a little bit later. Okay. Number 2 says, Mary, Annie, and Ben, where were they? We're looking for 2 girls and a boy.
Like soccer?
Are they playing soccer? I only see 3 girls playing soccer and the coach.
No.
I think at a party, right? Is it possible? girl, boy, and a girl, right? That's what I would say. So for number 2, and this is part 3, so it's Mary, Annie, and then were at a party, right? So you're gonna do 3, 4, 5, 6. So figure out Jeremy. By the way, Jeremy, is that a boy or a girl?
Well,
It's a boy, right? So you're looking for a single boy, right? I think I know which one that is. Okay. It could be, yeah. Mark is a boy or a girl? Boy.
Boy.
It's a boy, right?
Yeah.
So maybe Mark is the boy down here. Maybe, right? Steve and his father. So we're looking for 2 people, 2 men, and then we're looking for Judy. Judy's a girl, right? Okay. Really, you guys? I'm more concerned with the was or the were, right? So if it's singular, only one, was, right? If it's plural, were, okay? Oh my gosh. All right.
What happened? Today was like.
It is late start day, so let's stop there. Make sure you get your homework done for tomorrow.
This what?
And,